You cannot heal where you got broken from. You might not go entirely, but you need a new environment that's going to help you discover yourself. Because as long as you will keep seeing yourself the way they describe you. If that's when I research, you will always somehow, even if you try to change your mindset, you will still remember. Because noma into eshiwo umuntu obalekile empilweni yakho matters the most, whether you try to brush it off or not. If ishiwo umuntu othile who's supposed to support you, love you, care for you, your mom, your dad, partner wakho, your sibling, it will sit definitely when just think when we can give birth to a human being with bones and brain and intuition and soul, that very same person also can say, hi, I don't feel like I'm beautiful enough. I don't feel like, how can you even reach to that mindset when you created a human being? Recently, imagine. Recently, we just realized, we just been taught. There's been evidence that came out to Guti. There's actually no seed in the sperm.
Huh?
It doesn't sit well with many because we've been told this fake truth the entire time. The sperm is a fertilizer. The seed is already within. I've been in search of this truth and for my whole life because I wanted to know how did Mary.
So the powerhouse.
We are the powerhouse, my dear. Maria wakhulela kanjani engapenetratwanga without the man. It was crazy, and at some point I was like, really, religion doesn't make sense. But then iqiniso linakho kuyibuyela lona. Really, and the more zenzeka, they become like karma of some sort. Because impilo injalo, it's like a circle. Whatever that went around, definitely has to come around. Whether siyathanda noma sithanda. So sometimes izomfica umuntu uthola ukuthi they are no longer alive. So it's gonna fall on their children. If not their children, the offsprings of their children will catch the case because it has to be complete at the end of the day. That's how life works. It has to be complete. Why? Once the energy is created, it has to be either transferred to someone else or something else. Ingakho mabe sibuka izinto zesintu kuyiwe esidulwini kuyoshiwa laphaya.
Hello, sanibonani Dumelang, igama uZandi, isibongo umfeka umalwandle lo lwandle kalwela lwezibhekane zona isihambela le kude phezulu. Do join. Sanibonani Dumelang, hello bonjo kephina kephi lapho ukhona igama uZandi isibongo umfeka umalwandle lo lwandle kalwelo lwenjikana zona esihambela le kude phezulu. Welcome and welcome once again to another episode. Please don't forget to like us, subscribe to us, give us super thanks if you believe ukuthi content yethu yiyo le oyithandayo nawe oyenjoyayo ukanti ke ungajoina nama channel memberships. We are doing our Mother's Day edition and we are coming to you live from the Unblemished Beauty School that is located in Morningside, which has just opened their doors. So if you are an aspiring beauty, please come through and see their courses. Namhlanje ngihamba nosisi ngimthanda ngenhliziyo yami yonke. You know when you love somebody and you've never met the person and you feel like somehow you are connected to the person because she's my sister at heart.
Yes, she is.
How is your heart this morning, Sissy?
It is feeling so full. Like honestly, as soon as I walked in here, the energy was so amazing. So I was just happy.
Oh wow, that's very nice. Sissy, ngicela introduce. I don't want to butcher your surname.
I know it gets butchered a lot, so I'll spare you that. Igama lami ngu Princess Khosi. My maiden surname is CBC, but I got married to Muyanja, so that's the one that confuses people. So for brand purposes, I just shortened it to Princess Yanja to make it short and sweet.
It's a shorter version of
Muyanja, yes.
Okay, that's nice. Please tell us. I know I'm not the only one who confusekayo ukuthi kahle kahle uyini. Are you a spiritual healer?
Yeah.
Are you a medium? Kahle kahle uyini.
I came across this word for like I think a couple of weeks ago, alchemist. So when I read the definition, it talks about someone who just have an understanding of things without knowing how they know it. We can channel energy, we can read the room, the atmosphere. Most of us are like that, by the way, but we just don't know that that's a gift. So that's the word I normally like describe myself with currently. But I think I'm just a normal human being who still remembers what we should be all remembering, which is telepathy, which is using your sixth sense. Most people don't even know we have a sixth sense. So I'm just a normal human being here trying to remind people who you are, basically. So that's how I normally describe myself.
Hey, and you do it so well.
Thank you so much, Siswa. But
You
I'm not
do
a
it
Sangoma.
so well.
I'm not a Yanja,
You
no.
do it so well, Sisi, to a point I have been following. I don't know whether it was a series that you were doing or it's just something eyakufikelela on the spirit ukuthi ukhuluma ngayo, the chosen one.
Definitely, yes.
I learned a lot from that to a point I was like able to identify myself within leya into yonke owawichaza.
Yes. So basically, ngoba dengisho, it's like I'm here to provoke something that is already within you. That's all I need to do. I don't have to reinvent a religion or say something to be followed or liked. I don't even care about that. Even my personality doesn't allow me to be this thing that I'm doing. But for some reason, the gifts kind of carried me through and molded me into being able to really be able to tell people what they need to hear based on their current journey when they come to me to ask for their enlightenment. So it came to the point where I had to accept that, oh, okay, this is a gift. You know, there's this one time I started jokingly. I was having this old account, Yaga TikTok. And I was like, you know, I feel like I want to read these people. I want to see how it's going to be like. And I went live. And I said, guys, I want to read you just using your profile picture. I just want to see something.
Right.
And it came like so jokingly. And it was like in the middle of the night. I couldn't sleep. So when we started, they were like in tears. Like, how do you know me like that? So I also shocked myself. How am I able to do this? That's when I was able to follow through the gift. And
Just by looking at the profile picture.
Just looking at them, and I could tell a story about who you are, where you came from, what is it that you're going through, what you are currently facing, or when you were taking that picture, what was going on. And 90% of them, it was accurate.
Sure.
So I had to take it seriously myself as well.
As we are shooting this, we are also aligning it. Theme yetu is Mother's Day,
Yeah.
birth of new things, birth of new beginnings. Hence, we are here at the Unblemished Beauty as they open their school in this branch. Are you a mother?
I am.
Oh,
I'm
beautiful.
a mother of 5 kids. Yes.
Omuhle kangaka.
I am a mom of 5, maybe not biologically all of them, but I'm proudly mother of 5. I don't like to use these extra names that they put when they're describing. I'm just a mom of 5, and I think also motherhood is something I was born into, and I'm able to see like what is it that is needed with a person as a mother when they are struggling with seeing eye to eye with their kids as well, because it's something that I also went through willingly and took on those tasks, even to like take more children to make sure they are here and I can monitor them and guide them and instill these ideas and beliefs in them that are going to help them be best versions of themselves. So I think, motherhood has always been one of the things that was a calling to me. It's crazy as it sounds. There was this one time I was in high school, there's a teacher who was using an example, and she said, for an example, like Princess, there's something motherly about her. I was like, how can a person who's like a mother to me describe me as a mother or describe me as motherly? So it's all those things that worked as clues to me. Which, oh, okay, this is my path. Oh, this is my...
You are special.
This is, okay, this is what I love to do. This is what I enjoy. I enjoy seeing them grow, seeing myself in them, reminding myself of them, like when I was their age and like... thinking, oh, that's what this person is going through right now. This is what they're thinking right now. It's just like a journey. It's like it's exciting. It's like I'm in a game or a program of some sort, and I get to be an audience and a performer at the same time. Like everything about life. That's how I see it.
Wow.
And I think that's how we should all see things.
Hey.
We would really appreciate ourselves more and see how amazing we are if we were able to do that.
That's powerful.
It is. It is. We are powerful.
So kahle mangi summarize lento ishoyo uthi sizithatha kancane.
Kakhulu. Especially us as abantu besifazane, because there is a lot of indoctrination engenile over the years that was being taught in attempt of minimizing you so that you don't see how powerful you are. Sometimes into le siyenzayo soluthi umzali, there are things that you know that your child is very good about, but you don't want to tell them so much on their face because it's going to like raise their ego, and then they're going to get out of character because they think now they are the it. So I think it goes the same way with this gift. As much as you know something, you don't always have to make noise and show that you know. Sometimes even when people are saying something that you know is incorrect, the ability to sit and listen and take in where they're coming from with what they're saying, and see them as people, not their truth as false, then that's when you get to see how deep we are as people. But not besifazane, we came from far, and I do believe we are finally waking up to see who we truly are. We have been oppressed for way too long. We were made to believe that we are less than, only to find we are the forces of everything empilweni. If you look at umuntu wesilisa who have been married, like hypothetically speaking, we see these things in our society all the time. Uthola ukuthi umuntu ubeshadile, right, everything, and they didn't see eye to eye, and for some reason there's going to be a change of lifestyle or life. We've seen this with people we know. What happened? Because this person was was fine all along. This person was like the glue of the home, a glue of himself now as a person, mentally, spiritually. Because they were not given the female intuition. That's why now we are able to foresee things for them before they can actually feel and sense them and see them. So konke lokho, as much as sikwazi, but it was downsized and downplayed so that we don't realize which is powerful kanjani. They didn't tell us ukuthi we are connected with astrology. The very same way the cycles of the moon move and the influences it brings. It's the same way how our reproductive works. That is why umuntu wesifazane can know ukuthi it's safe to engage with my partner around this time with that protection, because I know I'm going through a part where my portal is shut. Even if it shoots, nothing is going to enter. We have the heaven within us. So what makes us think when we can give birth to a human being with bones and brain and intuition and soul, that very same person also can say, "Hi, I don't feel like I'm beautiful enough. I don't feel like..." How can you even reach to that mindset when you created a human being? Recently, imagine. Recently, we just realized, we just been taught. There's been evidence that came out to Guti. There's actually no seed in the sperm.
Huh?
It doesn't sit well with many because we've been told this fake truth the entire time. The sperm is a fertilizer. The seed is already within. I've been in search of this truth and for my whole life, because I wanted to know how did Mary...
So powerhouse
we are the powerhouse, my dear. Maria wakhulela kanjani engapenetratwanga without the man. It was crazy, and at some point I was like, really, religion doesn't make sense. But then religion was based on something that was original, so they can't lie. They don't have a reason to lie.
It comes from somewhere.
It comes from somewhere, definitely. So Bona, they wanted to gatekeep the information, yes, but it had to be true for people to believe it in the way they do till this day. Because it is based on the truth, just that it's modified and taken from something original. So yes, we are a whole thing. So there are terminologies now that they are releasing where they are teaching about this. What is it, that thing that is within you that can really manifest? When you are a median, that's how it was back in the days. The what you call this thing, yobuntombi, I don't know what they call it in English. There's this one word, but hymen.
Yes.
So hymen was locking in that process. That's what it was designed for. But then we'll talk deep.
What you like again, manje? What you like, Shem?
But yeah, that's how powerful we are as women. That's how powerful we are as black people as well. Njalo mabekhona into that is being suppressed, just know what it's powerful. The very same way race, how we look at race, they oppressed us, and hidden a lot of truth about who we are. They know us more than we know us. So it's because we were powerful. We had a lot of things that they needed to harness from us for this life to be the life abayaziyo today. Goes the same way with the gender as well. When you look at the two genders and you see the ones which are oppressed, including the LGBTQ, it's something that has always been there, but it has always been suppressed. And we have to ask why. Yes. We have to ask our questions, those things. There's nothing new under the sun. That's what I always say, though. So that should be our clue. It's just life. This is just life. We just need to observe, perform and observe, and take what you take and just enjoy the show. Yes.
I just address something that I've always been curious about. Kune episode engayenza about the girl who has lived impilo nje ebhlungu kodwa ngizokuhighlightela indlela azalwa ngayo. Ngiyenza a story time on that. Indlela azaleke ngayo wazalwa akamazi uma wakhe umzale uma wakhe kade sebenza emgwaqweni ethengisa ngomzimba.
Okay.
So uthe makaqeda ukuthengisa ngomzimba kanti wesithathu kubo kanti ngebhadi uma wakhe useyagula and ugogo wakhe wamxoxa mzukwane ekhulela uma wakhe wathi ungabisabuya ngoba wayenomkhubo ukuthi njalo mekakhulelwa ingane ahamba odla awoganga estratini asebenza abuye mase mithi azoshiya ingane nogogo wathi uma wakhe am tired akowuzwe na ukuthi kunjani ukukhulisa ingane kanti sekhulelwe yena that time uzodeda avele ashone. Later on empilweni yakhe mawuthi uya-assessa naye uzithola esesimeni esifana exactly nesikama wakhe eyiphi le connection strong kangaka in the spirit eyenza ukuthi kube lula ukuthi ungazithola wenza exactly the same thing wrong eyayenziwa umzali wakho.
Attention business people, you now have an opportunity to partner with the Meaningful Conversations with Uzanda and Vega podcast. You can do this either by sponsoring an episode where you can invite us to come and shoot in your business, or you can just send us your products and advertise it for you on your podcast. For more information on these available options to advertise, please contact the numbers below, which are 071 941 9417. Thank you.
So lento le isukela esishweni sethu sithi izono zabazali wena ebantwaneni. There was so much wisdom kuleyo nto abeyisho babomkhulu. Into yokuthi lento esihlezi sisho ukuthi umoya ufi. Once energy ya createka even if icala kufana lento yenhlambuluko emndenini if inhlambuluko ingenziwanga even if abantu abona they were long dead. Izowela kuthina because we still need to sit and talk about this. Like come into terms ukuthi kwakwenzakalani ubani owathakatha abantu ubani owabulala abantu. Let's talk about these things ubani owadlwengula abantu because these are the things eziba umkhokhe emndenini uthola ukuthi they will be swept under the rug because they are embarrassing and abafuna ihlazo elize ekhaya zonke lezo zinto. So abantu they will go through those processes bangayilungisi bayishiya. And the more zenzeka they become like karma of some sort because impilo injalo it's like a circle. Whatever that went around definitely has to come around. Whether siyathanda noma sithanda. So sometimes izomfica umuntu uthola ukuthi they are no longer alive. So it's gonna fall on their children. If not their children, the offsprings of their children will catch the case because it has to be complete at the end of the day. That's how life works. It has to be complete. Why? Once the energy is created, it has to be either transferred to someone else or something else. Ingakho mabe sibuka izinto zesintu kuyiwe esidulwini kuyoshiwa lapha and then they will use some sort of an entity like a living entity that will confuse the energy ukuthi okay this is where we are keeping you, this is your new body, we're leaving you here so that it can move away from us, otherwise you can't destroy it. It can never be destroyed. So ingakho uthola abanye abantu they will even find karmic relationships. They have to meet a certain person who is destructive the very same way as their forefather to complete lento leyenzakala. Because ayilungiswanga so kumele iqhubeke. It has to show itself until someone is willing to feel it and change it. So that's how the chosen ones come in. It's the people who are given the sight of being able to see. These are the generational curses. They have extra eyes of seeing isn't they wrong if people are comfortable about it. And then that's when they start with their journey of actually changing. And most of the time changing that needs you to move away from the dysfunction of the family. Yeah.
That's deep.
Yeah.
Now, do you want to tell me, Uguti, in the spirit, if you move away from the dysfunction of you said to change that you have to move away from the dysfunction of the family. So for you to fix that in the spirit, you have to distance yourself in a way.
You cannot heal where you got broken from. You might not go entirely, but you need a new environment that's going to help you discover yourself. Because as long as you will keep seeing yourself the way they describe you. If that's when you will always somehow, even if you try to change your mindset, you will still remember. Because noma into eshiwo umuntu obalekile empilweni yakho matters the most, whether you try to brush it off or not. If ishiwo umuntu othile who is supposed to support you, love you, care for you, your mom, your dad, partner wakho, your sibling, it will sit definitely. It's not like someone who's a random stranger. So with that, you just need to make sure you separate yourself from abantu that are not aligned with your gift, your talent, your healing, and your journey that you are currently embarking on. I would uyabazonda, but you choose to love them from a distance because you want to fix yourself. And maybe when you are a better version, you can go back and pull them one by one. Otherwise, nonke nizokuzovalwa ngehlahla kulowo muzi.
Ngoba khona imizi enjalo vele, ikhona imizi enjalo.
Definitely khona. Uthothi kuvalwe ngehlahla nje khona oyedwa who have a side or like into encane evezayo ukuthi there's some improvement ngempilo noma success. All of them they're just sleeping. No one is waking up. Uthola ukuthi ukhona onesipho but he's a drunkard, he's a drunk. Because the noises are too loud for them and they're not willing to sit in introspection and listen. So they just go and get drunk.
And iminingi imizenjalo azwazi wayikhuluma into ekhona esingayinaki.
Most houses, most people who are like having issues with drugs, alcohol, mental illnesses, they are spiritually gifted people in most of the time who didn't want to listen to what is going on with them and also to practice it or speak about it or live it. Some of them you just need to live it. You don't need to do anything. Just be it. If I can make an example, Baba Mapong, I think he's the perfect example of someone who's really searching for his truth. It looks crazy in our society, but he knows what is true.
Yes, we don't understand him. Sicabanga ukuthi confused kahle kahle. Sesimlepelisha samqeda kodwa sikoko understand ukuthi kahle kahle he's on the right path because he's seeking to understand himself ne journey yakhe ne spirituality sakhe.
Injalo nje mntaka baba.
Sure. No, we need a part 2 of this. We need a part 2 of this. We cannot have this once.
No, we should have a part 2. These things, they are deep. These talks are deep. There's a lot that we can talk about. Like umhlaba is really not what we think it is.
Yes.
It's not. Even what makes it worse is that Wabantu who are in power are the ones who make it hard because they are the ones who are giving us information engahambisani neqiniso. Omunye uzothi uyakhuluma about ifirmament akubuza ukuthi pho umask uphume kanjani ngerocket and then it's hard to explain to someone like that ukuthi okay, now I have to go back ukuthi okay, if firmament cannot be penetrated, there must be other ways we can still exist, isn't it? Come out of the universe. Recently they have released some information even the ice they created over the past centuries is starting to melt, opening portals that we can actually go to other planets. Our planets are not these round things, they're like worlds, they're like Earth. What is there is not the same, like tinasne oxygen or estrogens. There you find a combination of their chemicals are not, we don't know. That's what they say. Remember, they say Earth is the only planet that have life, but it's unlikely. Or other entities that are actually living. There have been some of the videos also which leak. There was I don't know if people saw this video. There was a truck driver. I think he was African foreign national, or I drive a company in South Africa. But he came across an entity of some sort. It was a mixture of a dog, donkey, human being. I'm sure.
I think I've seen something like that.
Yes, it was too real to be AI because he was like handling that thing and he was shoving it in that small space in his truck because he had just found, I think he even hit it with his own truck. So so like people can create those things if they're not created by us. They can actually come in. Ubab Credo spoke a lot about his experience with them as well. He experienced them firsthand. They handled him, touched him, did all those things. So in denial, we just need to know there's a lot we can learn and things are not the way we think they are or what we are being told.
In the spirit of motherhood, how do we protect abantwana bethu from all the bad energy that is happening around the world? I always stress myself about that when you're seeing the case of Tweko, you're seeing the way abantwana abanukubezwa ngakhona. You're seeing all the things ezimbi nezibhlungu ezenziwa abantu. Angifuni ukuthi abantu abanjani because nabantu besifazane they are capable of doing such things. Umuntu athe izela ingane oma wayo uzwe kuthiwe uyinkinyile wayitwist umqala waye uboshiwe ifile kodwa ingane. Uzibuza ukuthi kanjani?
No, abantu bafile sis. I think most people say kumzimba nje. They're just waiting to fall. That's what I can say. But when it comes to protect abantwana, I think ikuthina abazali ukuthi senze show ukuthi siyabatshela iqiniso. We need to tell them the truth ukuthi umhlaba is not roses and sweet and pink. Umhlaba abantu abaphila abekho right. Not everyone who walks who looks like a human being is a human being. Not as a way of really scaring them, but telling them the truth. Even spirituality, we need to tell them sithole language ezohambisana ne-age yabo so they can understand ukuthi emhlabeni kukanje. Yes, mntanami as much as ngikisa esikoleni but siphile emhlabeni la khona kumele ube nama-skill athile azokwazi ukuthi uzazi ukuthi ubani ungadependele entweni because umhlaba uyashintsha 1 minute we need human like manpower, the next it's technology, then there's AI, so we'll never know what this world is going to be in the next 5 years. Awazi mapha ama-skills asazodingeka, so you need to tell the kids the truth. Ingane asije liqiniso, especially when it comes to other people, shaking hands, touching people esikhuluma ngazo as adults, they must also know them ukuthi not everyone, because kids are innocent.
Yes.
And abantu who are spiritually dirty and rotten, they know ukuthi what are the things they can use or do to innocent kids. So kumele senze show ukuthi thina siyabavikela ngokuthi sibatshele iqiniso and be there present. Let's not like be relaxed. Akusafani nakuqala la khona thina sasihamba ama long distance when we go to school and
still be safe. Yeah.
So we need to instill that in our heads ukuthi ayibo guys umhlaba ubolile and let's be really protective of our kids. So scary sometimes uyayifica ngane efunda grade 1 grade 2 iqombola umgaqo nje iyagoduka and I'm like hayibo. The people who are still comfortable with this, so we just need to protect them. There's no excuse. And tell them the truth.
Yeah, ne? Yeah. Hey, Sissy, thank you so much for coming. You look beautiful, by the way.
Thank you so much also to Unblemished Beauty. Excuse my English, excuse my French. To Unblemished Beauty, they really made me beautiful. I feel like a princess that I am.
That you are, eh?
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I think we deserve a part 2 with this princess because this woman, guys, I told you that my day is made once I find a clip of you online, whether on a bad day or on a good day. But I know there is always something I'm going to come across as on Pilis.
I love that.
Thank you so much. Uyasiphilis, uyasifundisa, uyasikhulisa kuningi and yeah. Siyakuthanda futhi ngiyazi ukuthi angikuthandi ngedwa baningi abanye abakuthandayo. I see it from the comments.
Thank you so much. I love them so much. I do this out of love. More than anything, it's out of love.
Any event coming up anytime soon?
We are going to have an event in Johannesburg this year, but we don't have a date yet. I'm going to announce very soon. I do promise that. But I do also have a collection store. I don't know if I can also mention that in
Yes,
Durban.
please, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So people usually ask, how do I find your products? Somebody, they are scared of being scammed. So if you are around Durban and surrounding, you can come. Anton Lembede, number 417, Sangro House, floor number 11, room number 1116.
Okay.
So that's
what
where
do you
can
sell
find
there?
us.
What do you have?
So we sell crystal stones. I specialize mostly on crystal stones. So basically, they are holistic healing stones. Most people know about them by now. There's those which are like harness your aura as a person. They make you better based on your zodiac sign. We also have those for protection. I'm wearing lapis lazuli right now, which is my throat chakra, because I knew I came to speak. So I have to be able to.
So what does it do? It opens up your throat.
It opens your throat chakra. You can express yourself nicely. You can also understand things because it's also
I need that.
You will definitely love this. It also has elements of evil eye because it's naturally like a navy blue, which are the combination colors that are used also in the evil eye protection.
Okay.
People, when they hear the word evil eye, they get scared because they just leave it there. So saying actually it's evil eye protection accessories because that's what it's for. The sky is blue for a reason as well. It's the evil eye protection as well, which is protecting us from above and also taking the reflection of Aman. So we are like in a womb, emhlabeni. We are like please little kids.
There's a lot of education.
These ones, they're gonna help you a lot in different ways. That's where you can find us. We also do have an online store. It's www.yoursisterathearts.co.za. So if you are far from Durban,
And social media platforms?
Social media, I'm Princess Yanja everywhere. YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Princess Yanja. I'm the only Princess Yanja who's the original. If you don't find the fake one, but that's the one.
Siswam, thank you so much for coming. I definitely humbly requesting for a part 2.
We will definitely do it, I promise you. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I need that evil eye. I'll place an order.
Definitely, I'll get it done for you. Don't worry.
I'll link your store on this episode.
That is so sweet.
I'll link it up.
Girl power, thank you. I love women who know their story. No, Sissy, let's
We
do it.
have to.
We have to.
If we don't have each other, who's gonna have our back?
Exactly, we have to.
Because we are living in a cruel world. We are on our own if you can't support each other as
That
women.
is so true, Dr. Wait. I love that so much. And I love you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
I love you more. People at home, we have a part 2 coming up. I don't know when, but we have got a part 2 coming up. Probably mhlambe singaze senze ube event lo part 2. Ngicela nje ungayijobe kungakuqala eThekwini awukwazi. So from me to you, and for the love of the Mother's Day, happy Mother's Day to
Happy
everybody.
Mother's Day.
Love and peace.